Hey guys, finally he sleeps here. We're back again with the Chevy Sonic. Today we're going to replace the front axle. Show you the process that you go through for this. It's not that difficult. We've got several videos here on the channel where we're swapping axles on other cars. It's pretty similar. Front wheel drive, it sounds more difficult than it is. So here we go on the Chevy Sonic. So we've already removed the wheel and we're looking at the front hub. Now, what we have here is the axle nut. This is the first thing, is I'm going to loosen the axle nut. But if you see right here, there is a key where the axle nut gets bent in. The first step is to take a screwdriver. You may need a hammer. It may take a couple of screwdrivers to bend that out so that the axle nut will actually spin. So I've already pried this part out and it is free. We've taken some PB Blaster and loosened everything up here. Between this and the strut tower. Just let it sit overnight. So now it's just, the first step is going to be to take this axle nut off. So in order for this to actually work, is we've got the slots down in the rotor here. So we're going to put a screwdriver in the rotor so that we can lock it in against the caliper so that we're actually loosening the nut. There. So the nut is now loose. So that is the notch that was pushed in that we bent out, and that actually goes into this to hold it against the tip of the axle. And we're going to set this aside, and the next step here is to remove the strut bolts, get all of this loose so that we can pull this forward and tap the axle nut out. We're going to take both the upper and lower strut bolts off first. I've already used the PB Blaster, the penetrating catalyst, to loosen them up. So we're going to take these off. 21 millimeter bolts. If you don't have like a really strong impact, you can use like a long, like a breaker bar or a 1/2 inch socket on either side and do it. It's just a matter of the elbow grease that's required. But for us, we're going to do it the easy way. Now, to get to the lower, I'm going to go ahead and unseat the brake lines. Both are off, but I'm going to go ahead and put them back on just to the end of the nut and then use a mallet to tap them out. Next thing is we're going to unseat the nut so that we have this off. We're going to push this back, and if we need to, we'll use a mallet to loosen it up. Okay, so it's moving loose. Next step is to remove both of these. I'm gonna have to tap the upper one. It's a little tight. We'll tap it out, and then we'll use a pry bar to release the knuckle from the strut. And I'm gonna have some zip ties in place to hold this because we don't want it to go too far. We don't want to put any stress on the brake lines. All right, so the knuckle is out of the strut. I've got some zip ties just holding it here. That way there's no tension on the brake lines. I want them to be able to move. That way it's not pulling against anything. And the axle is out. And now it is a matter of removing it from the transmission. So there is where it is connected into the transmission. I'm up underneath the car. And what we need to do is unseat it from the transmission. This is, you can see it's moving just a little bit. It's not even fully seated at this point. So we can use a pry bar, or you can use a hammer pull to remove it from the transmission. We're actually just going to use a pry bar. Depending on how your axle is attached or how deep it is up into the transmission, you may need a hammer pull. So what this does is this end seats up behind where it connects into the transmission, and then you use the slide to kind of knock it out. We're actually just going to pry this and hope that it works. Pry it right at the back side where that connects into the transmission. Believe it or not, we were able to actually pull the old axle right out. There's the new axle. We're going to go ahead and put it in. The first step is to sit it up back into the transmission where the other one was, and we're just going to seat it by hand. That's it. Now we got it seated. I can feel it locked in. All right, so the axle is now seated in the transmission, and I've got it back in the hub. We're going to cut the zip ties holding this and get this pushed back up in where it belongs, up into here, and make sure that the brake line's on the right side of the knuckle. And we're going to put the bottom bolt in first and just seat it. Actually, we went top first. Don't forget to put your brake lines back where they go. Okay, now for these, you're going to want to go 82 foot-pounds with a torque wrench to make sure you have them seated properly. 82 foot-pounds. Now we're going to put the new axle nut on and just tighten it by hand to begin with. For the axle nut, you're going to go 244 pounds. Now we have the notch here. We're going to use a punch and notch that in to lock the nut in place. And that's it. New axle is installed. Okay, that's it. New axle is in, and we are good to go. It really isn't that hard. If you have a front-wheel drive vehicle, this is the method that we use to do it. It kind of varies from car to car, but it's pretty much the same simple concept here. It just depends on what your suspension actually looks like. You just drop the strut, or you drop the knuckle out of the strut, you pull the axle out of the transmission, you reseat it, you put it all back together. It's not that hard. I'm Finally He Sleeps. If this information helped, make sure you subscribe here on the channel, turn on notifications so you never miss one of these Gearheads videos goes live. As long as you guys keep showing up, I'll keep making videos.
Finally he sleeps, finally he dreams. In a world of games it seems